If you love royal fashion with substance behind the glamour, you're in the right place. Today we're exploring Princess Charlene of Monaco, an Olympic athlete turned modern royal, a dedicated philanthropist, and a woman whose fashion choices say as much about her values as they do about her style. From monochrome minimalism to flawless evening gowns, from poolside advocacy to palace diplomacy, Charlene Wittstock has built a signature that blends elegance, precision, and purpose. If you enjoy deep dives like this into royal style and biography, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a like. Tell us in the comments which Princess Charlene look is your favorite, and which royal you'd like us to feature next. Before she was Princess Charlene of Monaco, she was Charlene Lynette Wittstock, born on January 25, 1978, in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe, and raised in South Africa from the age of 12. That move would define her early life. In Benoni, Gauteng, she discovered swimming and found more than a sport. She found discipline, endurance, and a global stage. Through her teens and 20s, Charlene became a standout athlete for South Africa. She won national titles, competed at the World Cup and Commonwealth Games, and climbed international rankings. At the 2002 Commonwealth Games, she secured 3 medals, including gold as part of a relay team. In 2000, she qualified for the Sydney Olympics, representing South Africa with the poise and grit that would become her hallmark. Her training days shaped the foundation of the woman the world knows now. Focused, understated, and commanding without shouting. It was in 2000 that Charlene met Prince Albert II for the first time. Not at a ball or gala, but at the Mare Nostrum swimming competition in Monaco. They shared more than a moment. They shared a worldview that valued sport, environment, and public service. Over the next decade, their relationship developed quietly within a principality still defined by the towering legacy of Princess Grace and the calm stewardship of Prince Rainier. On July 1st, 2011, Charlene and Albert were married in Monaco in a 2-day celebration that merged the principality's cinematic aura with the couple's personal simplicity. The civil ceremony was followed by a religious wedding at the Cour d'Honneur of the Prince's Palace, where Charlene wore an Armani Prive gown in silk duchesse, embroidered with crystal and mother of pearl, and an ocean of patience that would later become her public superpower. Their twins, hereditary Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella, were born in December 2014. Modern heirs for a modern Monaco. From the beginning, Princess Charlene's public work has been anchored in a mission that reflects her own story: water safety and drowning prevention. In 2012, she founded the Princess Charlene of Monaco Foundation to tackle a global problem that rarely makes headlines: accidental drowning, a leading cause of child mortality in many countries. The foundation's Learn to Swim programs and water safety days now operate across dozens of nations, from South Africa and Greece to India and the United States, bringing instruction, training, and awareness to communities that need it most. This isn't ceremonial patronage. The princess, a former elite swimmer, knows what water can give and what it can take. She uses her platform to bring coaches, lifeguards, schools, and local authorities into the same conversation, with the goal of making practical change that saves lives. Beyond this signature cause, Princess Charlene supports Special Olympics, the Red Cross of Monaco, and community initiatives that connect sport with social inclusion. She participates in fundraising events, visits schools and hospitals, and travels frequently to South Africa for projects close to her heart. In a principality that thrives on spectacle, the Monaco Grand Prix, the Rose Ball, the Red Cross Gala, Charlene's charity calendar adds a quiet depth to the glitter. Her approach has made the Princess Charlene Foundation a recognized leader in aquatic safety and a cornerstone of Monaco's broader philanthropic ecosystem, alongside the Prince Albert II of Monaco Foundation, which focuses on climate and ocean conservation. Now let's talk about the part you came for: Princess Charlene's fashion style. Royal style means many things in Monaco. The memory of Grace Kelly still floats like chiffon over the Côte d'Azur, evoking film star romance, soft silhouettes, and Hollywood grace transposed onto European tradition. Charlene's style evolved in a different register. Think precision instead of prettiness, architecture over ornament, and athlete sensibility applied to couture. She favors clean lines, powerfully simple shapes, and monochromatic looks in neutral palettes. White, dove gray, navy, champagne, and, when she wants drama, inky black or a deep jewel tone. The result is a wardrobe that reads as calm and controlled even in high-pressure appearances. One of her unmistakable signatures is the monochrome ensemble, head-to-toe cream at a National Day celebration. A column of steel blue for a gala at the Grimaldi Forum. All black tailored separates for a solemn commemoration. The monochrome approach does two things at once. It elongates her tall, athletic frame, and it creates visual unity that photographs beautifully in the high contrast lights of a palace hall or the glamorously harsh flash on a red carpet. It is also modern. Minimal doesn't mean boring. Minimal means intention. Every seam, every hem length, every edge of jacket is chosen to say, I'm here to work, even when the work is diplomacy clothed as a dinner. Tailoring is where Princess Charlene shines. In a royal world where soft coats and tea dresses still dominate, she steps easily into sharply cut suits. A nipped-in blazer with narrow trousers and a crisp white shirt underlines her athletic posture and no-nonsense approach. She favors houses that understand precision. Acris, a Swiss brand whose sleek design she has championed for years. Giorgio Armani and Armani Private, deal with its clean new look echo adapted for modernity, and occasionally Ralph Lauren for American polish. For daytime engagements, she often chooses sleeveless sheath dresses with a high neckline and a slightly extended shoulder, a silhouette that balances strength and femininity without fuss. Evening wear is where Monaco's princess becomes a fashion icon. Floor-length gowns in silk crepe or satin back crepe with bias cut flow, or minimal strapless columns with a subtle architectural twist at the bodice are all part of her catalog. She eschews heavy beading and decoration unless the occasion calls for it, allowing fabric and cut to do the talking. An Armani Private evening gown in white with minimalist seaming and a sweeping train remains one of her most replayed looks. A shimmering silver gown during a state dinner in recent seasons reminded everyone that she doesn't need embellishment to command a room. And when a tiara is required, she is one of the most remarkable modern pieces in the royal world. The Ocean Tiara by Van Cleef & Arpels, a wedding gift from Prince Albert in 2011. It features wave-like motifs set with diamonds and shades of blue stones, a nod to her love of the sea and to Monaco's maritime soul. The tiara cleverly converts into a necklace, a versatility Charlene favors in all things. Accessories for Charlene are disciplined. Clutches are structured rather than floppy, often in satin or smooth leather with little hardware. Shoes tend toward pointed toe pumps and strappy sandals. The heel height's pragmatic for palace stairs and uneven cobbles along the Rock of Monaco. Jewelry is often paired back, a diamond stud or a delicate drop with one statement piece, rather than a full set. She wears bracelets sparingly. When she wants impact, she chooses one focal point and lets the rest recede. Beauty is part of the whole story. Princess Charlene is known for her blonde hair, which she often wears in a polished bob or, in bolder phases, a slick-back pixie that emphasizes her cheekbones and eyes. It's a practical choice for a woman who swims and works, modern, aerodynamic, and camera-proof. Her makeup follows the same rules. Neutral tones, luminous skin, softly defined eyes with a hint of taupe or gray, and a satin nude or rose lip. On gala nights, she may add a smoky eye or a deep berry lip, but she resists trends that would date her images. She knows that royal photography is forever. Her beauty choices follow suit. Charlene's style has also been shaped by her South African roots. You can see it in occasional color choices and accessories that nod quietly to African design. A sculptural cuff, a geometric print lining that peaks when she moves, a warm, neutral balance with raw textures. It's never costume. It's recognition. It says, I remember where I come from, and I carry it with me into every room. A timeline of key looks tells the story of her evolution. The civil wedding in Monaco in a powder blue ensemble that signaled restraint and poise. The religious ceremony in Armani Pride that placed her firmly among the great modern brides. The Ocean Tiara's debut in necklace form at a gala dinner, connecting personal history to national identity. Sleek white custom suits for National Day events, elevating tailoring to ceremonial height. The Red Cross gala looks in muted gold and cream, which toned down the glitz without losing glamour. Her maternity wardrobe was a masterclass in proportion, Empire lines, capes that floated rather than drowned, a lesson in how to carry new life with style in public. Of course, royal style is never just about clothes. It's about message discipline. Princess Charlene understands that. Her monochrome palette is more than a preference. It's a way of creating a recognizably calm presence amid the cacophony of public life. Her tailoring is more than fit. It's the communication of self-possession. Her shoes, hair, makeup, jewelry. Together they say, I'm here because the work matters. Style is how I honor the people and places I visit. And just like her philanthropic portfolio, her wardrobe is sustainable in the truest sense. Pieces can be reworn, restyled, and recontextualized in ways that respect both the craft and the climate conversation that Monaco, under Prince Albert's leadership, takes seriously. Her public calendar in Monaco revolves around major events that put that style to work. The Monaco Grand Prix is a test of smart day wear. Sun, cameras, grease, and glamour all in one weekend. The Red Cross Ball blends fundraising with fashion, where a fresh silhouette can reinvigorate a familiar ritual. National Day celebrations demand sartorial restraint, respectful of the Principality's Catholic heritage and civic pride. Visits tied to the Princess Charlene Foundation, especially those involving pools and beaches, call for chic practicality. Wide-leg trousers, crisp shirts, clean sneakers, or espadrilles, the kind of uniform that keeps the focus on children and safety, not on clothes. Princess Charlene's place in Monaco's fashion lineage is unique. She doesn't copy Princess Grace. She acknowledges her. Where Grace's style was cinematic and romantic, Charlene's is contemporary and athletic. Where Grace embodied a mid-century idea of feminine softness, Charlene shows how strength and serenity can be feminine, too. They share the same core idea. Clothes are a tool, not a stage. They exist to help you do your job well. That's why Charlene, in her most iconic images, looks both regal and real. She's doing her job, with discipline she learned in a swimming pool and values she's honed on a very different stage. What makes her a fashion icon and a compelling royal is balance. She can host a head of state in a pared-back couture gown one night and speak to a group of school children about water safety the next morning in a polo and neat trousers without missing a beat. The through line is intention. Every appearance has a point beyond the photo. Every outfit has a purpose beyond the hanger. That's why stylists, editors, and fashion historians study her. Not because she innovates wildly, but because she demonstrates how consistency is its own art. Now it's your turn. Which Princess Charlene look stands out for you? The Armani Pride wedding gown, a sleek Acra suit, or that shimmering silver state dinner masterpiece? Do you prefer her monochrome daywear or her minimal evening gowns? And what other royals should we cover next in this series? Princess Catherine, Queen Letizia, or Crown Princess Mary? Tell us in the comments. If this deep dive into Princess Charlene of Monaco's fashion style and biography gave you fresh insights, support the channel with a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next royal style analysis. We'll keep bringing you elegant, informed coverage of the Monaco royal family, global royal fashion, and the stories that make these figures more than headlines. Real people with real work in a world that still looks to them for grace under pressure.